strategy. It's time. I'm on it. What you deserve. Dog strategy. Now you pay. It's time. What you deserve. This bullet will reach its mark. Sustaining fire. Ahead.
Maximum firepower!
He won't back down. Keep focused.
Adjusting for wind.
Now you pay. Now you pay.
Ether vision activate.
Move behind me. Time to strike back. What you deserve.
Target locked.
What you deserve.
My bullets are one with the wind.
Sustaining fire. Ahead. Loyalty. Sound strategy. It's time. Now you pay. What you deserve.
You're in my sight.
Right on cue. What you deserve.
Press the advantage.